Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl KPY Young, and today is gonna be a story time about my first period ever and my most ever embarrassing period moment. So let's begin. Okay, so my first period was, I believe I was 11, and it was right after, it was literally the day after my brother broke his arm, because I remember being in hospital and was like, oh my god, I'm growing up, I'm leaving him behind. So let me start from the beginning. Basically, my brother broke his arm, I think it was on the 16th of April, May. I don't know, this was like 7 years ago. I don't remember. But we were in hospital with him, and then he was due to have surgery the next day, so we had to go back. But he had to stay overnight, and I couldn't stay because I was like underage. I think he had to be like 16, and I felt really, really sad. So when we were leaving, I said like I love you to him. And then my mum and my sister tried to give me like the business, oh yeah, you only love him now that something bad's happened. Like, yeah. But we went home and we went to sleep, and then at around 4 o'clock in the morning I woke up, yeah, because I need to go to the toilet. So I went upstairs to the toilet, flipped on the light, sat down, pulled my underwear down, and I just see like this, just a red blood thing. And like, it wasn't hurting, but my stomach was kind of like the day before I went to the toilet and I did a wee, and then I wiped myself, and like some brown kind of icky stuff came out, but I just disregarded it. I was like, I don't care, it is what it is. So I just didn't pay no more mind to it. And then I went to the toilet, some brown thing came out. I was sleeping downstairs, so after I'd done doing what I was doing, I walked downstairs, and my mom was sleeping in the chair over there, but she's such a light sleeper. Like, if you step on a stair and it creaks, she would jump out of her sleep, be like, what's going on here? Like, she'd be wide awake. So I went in front of her, I was like, Mom, I think I started my period. And she got up and she's like, let me see. So I pulled my underwear down here, and she just saw the blood thing. She's like, okay, go put on a pad, do you know what to do? I was like, yeah, because like she'd been training me for this for years. So yeah, training like it's some combat, like we're going to war. But yeah, so I did that, and then I went back downstairs and went to sleep. Then I woke up again, I don't know, probably a reasonable hour, maybe like 7:30, because we had to go to the hospital to see my brother again. So I went to the toilet. Then my mom walked into the bathroom to get in the bath. Yeah, we share bathroom, toilet, bed, all of that, because we like broke. Well, we were broken back in the day. We used to sleep in the same bed. I don't care whoever's judging, judge your thing. Don't judge on my channel, judge somewhere else. Anyway, that's just for people judging. Anyway, yeah, so I was in the bathroom taking off my pad and then putting them back on a new one, and she was in the corner of the bathroom, like on this side. So I was on the toilet like here doing my hair, and she was in the corner. I didn't look at her, but I could see her from the corner of my eye, yeah, and she was looking so sad, and I was like, I wonder what she's sad about. And then I was like, oh, she's like, she looks so sad. So I was like, oh, she's probably sad that her baby's growing up. I was like, I'm sad. I was inside, I was freaking out, I was crying. I was like, why is this happening to me? Why now? I didn't want this to happen to me. Some people don't even have it till the 12, 13. Why do I have to have it now at 11? I'm gonna have it longer than most people. I'm gonna be like this for the next 30, 40 years. I don't want this. Da, 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 da. I was breaking down on the inside, but I didn't say nothing until we got into the car. So we get into the car, and I just let it rip, because we're on the way to the hospital. I'm like, oh my god, why does this have to happen to me? I was just going on about it for like a minute. My mom just turns around and says, just shut up, leave me alone. I don't know why it happened to you. It happened because you're a girl. Go and ask God, why are you coming for me? Stress itching me, damn. So yeah, after that, I went quiet. I was like, I suppose she's right. I was heartbroken. But anyway, I kind of like cheered up and forgot about it. I still remember the same dress I was wearing this day. I went to go see my brother, and then like the nurses came over. He was like, told me how he had to watch some baby cartoons because it was dead, and I felt bad for him because he was in the hospital by himself for a very long time, all day, every day. But I know if that was me in the hospital, my mum would not have left me for as long as she did with him. I wanted to be there the whole time, but you know, I was underage and I couldn't. I felt so deep. But I bought his DS and everything for him to play on to be entertained. So he was telling me that and how he had breakfast. And then the nurses came over and they're like, do you want to do some activities and stuff? And it was just like, we did like a Scooby-Doo puzzle, to go in the dark one. But every time like he was laughing and happy, I would just be there bringing myself down. You know, like when you do something bad and you think about it, and then your whole mood changes, so you just get this sunken feeling on the inside. That was literally me. I was like, oh yeah, you're having fun with your brother, but it'll never be the same because look, you're having your period. I was just bringing myself down for that whole day. And I couldn't even speak to my mum about it because I didn't want to make her even more mad. yeah, that is literally the story of how I had my first period. Nothing crazy. Like, I hear some people have it like in school and it's just, but that is coming up next. So give me a second. Now it is time for my most embarrassing period moments. There's like 2 to 3, but I'm only going to tell you 2 because 2 are the most embarrassing ones. One time I was in high school, secondary school, Prospect. I was on my period, but I didn't have any money or I didn't buy any pads. I don't know what happened, but I only had one pad and I was wearing it. And it was just like, it was a long day because I put it on in the morning. I had to wear it for the whole day, and we didn't even finish till like 3:30, 3:15. So I was wearing it for the whole day. And then there was a class that I remember, our last class, we had German. And I don't know why, I just decided to sit on the table. Biggest mistake of my life. As soon as I got off the table, you just see this big red mark, like with a bum print thing, shape, and where I had been sitting. Everyone on the table turns to look at me. And then you know what I had to do? Scrub that table. Like, I was wearing black trousers, so you couldn't really see the mark, like, on me. Like, that it was draining through. Like, that thing was flooded, but on the table, you could see it clear as day. So, yeah, I did that. And, like, I was like, I got home, yeah. I had to throw my trousers in the wash. I know blood just soaked all the way through it. Thank God they were black. Otherwise, my life would be over right now. My pad was just, this is gonna be so TMI, I'm so sorry. But that shit was flooded like a baby's diaper, no cap. And I was just like, I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I sat on the table. What? Who does that? I don't know why I did that. I just did. Dumb. But that's number 1. Now, number 2 happened when I was in church. Okay, it was like, you know, like if you ever go to church on like Friday night, and like they have it like in that church, yeah, they have the lights on so bright. And like, what is you doing? Like, they be mad bright. This top is itching me. It's getting on my nerves. It's this little label right here. Anyway, me and my friend met up in town, and we walked to this church called the Salvation Army. And obviously nighttime. So I went to the toilet just before the church service was about to begin, changed my pad, cleaned up and everything, made sure everything was good, yeah? Went in there. The guy was like, it's only going to last an hour. So I was like, cool. So me and my friend went in there, sat down for like an hour and a half, listening to them. And I'm checking my watch like, okay, when's this going to finish? When's it going to finish? Because we were only supposed to be there for an hour. And then an hour and 45 minutes goes. I'm looking at them and they look at me like, I'm like, cool. I'm about to leave. So I get up to leave, and then my friend gets up and like, okay, we're both leaving. And then I turn around to like go to the exit, and at the back of the church there are like 3 boys that went to my school. I won't name them, but they were all looking at me. And you know, like sometimes like someone looks at you because they recognize you, or someone looks at you for like a long time because, I don't know, maybe they're checking you out or something, or maybe they start daydreaming or something, I don't know. But they looked at me, and it wasn't just like they're checking me out or, oh, they recognize. No, they were like looking at me. I was like, okay, I'm not even going to pay attention to this. So I walk out. I felt a little bit self-conscious. I felt like maybe my period's like, you know, only on your period, girls, and you feel like it's just draining down your leg, and then you check and it's really not. It's like probably like a couple of little splats on the pad, yeah? I was like, okay, it's probably just that, because it always tends to be there. So I walk into town back with my friend. We get on the bus. She gets off the bus first, and then I get off the bus after, walk to my crib. And when I go, like, if you know me, as soon as I get home, I take off all my clothes because I don't really like wearing clothes like that. So I get home. Take off my top, take off my bra, take off my socks, take off my shoes, pull down my trousers, and I go to scrunch them up and like throw them in the wash, yeah? As I'm scrunching, I see this little patch here, just red. And I was like, oh my God. I literally just like start feeling myself, yeah? And blood is just soaked through my underwear, on my trousers. I'm like, yo, I call my friend like, yo, did you see this? Because look what just happened. I'm soaked through and everything. She's like, no, I didn't see anything. I was like, no, why would you see anything? You're walking in front of me. I was like, okay, never mind. And then I retraced everything that happened from the moment I left the church to the moment I was in right now. I was like, oh my God, that is why they were staring at me. I was like, okay, this is embarrassing. But I'm like, maybe it's not why they were staring at me, because I feel like, oh, this is cringy, because everyone in church probably saw it when we were leaving, because we like the only 2 people leaving, so they probably all turned to look. I was like, okay, if that's why they're staring at me, that's kind of awkward. But I feel like they're the type of people that if something like that was happening, they wouldn't just sit there and not say anything. They don't want you to embarrass yourself like next level like that. But that was awkward as hell. I was there, I was in my room cringing like, oh my god, because like I have to see them in college on Monday. I'm like, you know what, there's nothing I can do about it now, so it is what it is. Still cringing, but I'm like, I'm gonna move on with my life. And then I saw them on Monday and no one said anything. No one was even like, I don't even think they remembered. If they did, they're like, we're not gonna embarrass this girl even more. I'm like, I was grateful for them. So yeah, that is the story of how I first had my period and my most embarrassing period moment. Ow. Comment down below your most embarrassing period moment, or comment down below your most embarrassing moment. I'll do like a little video reading my subscribers' most embarrassing moments. I'm still cringing just thinking about this. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As you guys did say you wanted to see it when I did my Instagram poll. This was, I didn't get that many, but obviously this was enough, so you need to like do it, post it. So here's the story guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. If you've ever had an embarrassing period moment, just comment down below. Let me know I'm not alone. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and until tomorrow I will see you again. So toodles.